Yeah, what's up? Just chilling, watching the Cleveland Cavaliers versus Boston Celtics. We just got into the halftime, and Cleveland is winning 79-55 over Boston. Just wanted to talk about that real quick. Now, I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm going to go straight to the prediction. Paul Williams and Kermit Cintron. Even though I'm a big Cleveland, I'm not just like a huge Cleveland fan, but I'm a huge LeBron James fan, so I'm rooting for the guy. So they're doing good. Just wanted to get that in there. Anyway, look, Cintron, Paul Williams. Paul Williams just his last fight was with Mr. Sergio Martinez, right? Where it was a crazy decision. You know, it was a controversial decision where some people thought Martinez won. In my opinion, I thought Martinez won, and other people thought that Paul Williams won. It was debatable. It was a good fight. Anyway, now he was pretty much looking for whoever was going to win. Parvic Martinez. Martinez beats Parvic, but you know, I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was going to be like a Martinez versus Paul Williams rematch, but first Paul Williams now is going to fight Kermit Cintron. Kermit Cintron had a spectacular win over Alfredo Angulo, an up-and-coming. Already HBO took this guy and signed this guy, I believe. You know, and he beated him. Unanimous decision win for Kermit Cintron. And you know what? I haven't seen Kermit Cintron since. On the other hand, Angulo lost, and I've already seen him twice on HBO, and I think he has a title match coming. So it's unbelievable. Like, you lose and you make it? I don't get that. Anyway, I understand HBO probably signed this guy, invested money in this guy, now they're trying to cash in. Because I do understand as soon as this guy steps up in category again, you know, he fought after losing to Kermit Cintron, Angulo. I don't know why I'm talking about Angulo, but anyway, Angulo after losing to Cintron, he went on and fought a Class C fighter, like a low class fighter, and he knocked him out. Spectacular knockout. That's what you're supposed to do when you face those type of level fighters. He moved on, fought Joel Julio about 2 weeks back. I know you guys remember that. He fought Joel Julio. He got a spectacular knockout win, I think, almost in the last round. But as soon as he moves up and and fights another guy with some better skills, someone close up in his level, he's gonna have a lot of problems. And I mean, Kermit Cintron left the perfect blueprint in how beating Angulo, and I don't think Angulo is gonna be able to adjust. He's been fighting the same way all his life, which is very entertaining. You know, I'm a big fan. I'm a fan of Angulo. I like his fighting style, but I do understand anyone who comes and boxes him on the outside will end up, defeating him. But I hope he has, I hope he adjusts and does something and tries to fix that. Anyway, I'm glad Cintron, he's getting to see the light now. Even though Cintron, we're talking about a guy. A lot of people do criticize him. I understand, but Cintron, from what I've read from his story. His life story, he's only been fighting since he was like 18 years old. So how old is he now? Like 28? I don't know. I think let's say he's 28 years old. He's only been a boxer for 10 years. You see guys like Miguel Cotto, like Floyd Mayweather. They come from a boxing family. They've known about boxing ever since they were born. You look at Cotto. He has two brothers. Both of those brothers box. His uncle boxed. I don't know how many more people in Miguel Cotto's family are boxers. You have Floyd Mayweather, his uncle, his dad, his cousins. They're all boxers. These are guys that they came up in the boxing game. They've won titles. They've achieved a lot of great. And Mayweather is still undefeated. He had a great fight over Shane Mosley about last week. Now, but now you look at Cintron. Cintron's only been fighting for 10 years, I believe. And Cintron has achieved so much with so little experience as a boxer. This guy, he became champ. He got the welterweight belt once. He lost it to Margarito, I believe. I'm not sure if he gained another belt or not. I'm not sure if he's a two-time welterweight champion or a one-time welterweight champion. He moved up to 154. He defeated a young and up-and-coming star, Alfredo Angulo. So Cintron has done great for himself. For having such a lack of experience, I think he's done great. And he's a very hard hitter at welterweight and at 154. But now, I'm not sure at what weight class this fight versus Paul Williams is going to be at. I'm not sure if it's going to be at 154 or 160. If it's at 154, I do think and I do understand that Kermit Cintron does have a puncher's chance, and all he has to do is look at the Martinez fight. He could look at the Quintana fight. You know, they kind of left a blueprint to what you have to do to defeat Mr. Paul Williams, because it happened to him twice. You know, he said the first time with Carlos Quintana, he said it was a bad night. You know, he's had a lot of more bad nights. You know, I don't know if you've seen that Freddy Krueger movie or something, but something's spooking him out, because he's been having a lot of bad nights in a row. So, you know, honestly, I like Paul Williams. I don't understand Paul Williams, though. I think he has, like, this greatness inside him, but it's like sometimes he comes to be spectacular, sometimes he comes to be average. You know, he's, you know, inconsistent. You know, he just doesn't, you don't see that magic in Paul Williams all the time, you know, and he doesn't bring it to every fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao brings 100% Manny Pacquiao in each and every fight, and you know, and if Paul Williams wants to achieve being that on that level of greatness, I understand he has to be that great in every fight, especially when you have such a height advantage. You know, you were fighting at welterweight. You know, and now you're fighting at 154 with Martinez. So probably I do think that this fight with Cintron will be at 154. And if it is at 154, you know, I kind of have, you know, my prediction on this fight. Let's get to it real quick. My prediction on this fight, I like both fighters. So I think it's going to be a good, entertaining fight. I like both of their styles. I do think Paul Williams should be able to win a decision win. I think he should be able to win a decision win. He could probably even get a knockout. He could probably try to catch Mr. Cintron with that uppercut, the way Sergio Martinez caught Cintron with that uppercut. But if you look Sergio Martinez and Kermit Cintron fight, it was a good fight. You know, it was a very controversial fight. It was a tie, just like the Paul Williams fight. It was a tie. I think Paul Williams won both fights, but that's my opinion. And in that fight with Cintron, I do think Cintron looked better than Paul Williams did with Martinez. And they were fighting a difficult, crafty, slippery, slicky type fighter with Mr. Martinez. So I really do think, you know, a lot of people are probably writing Cintron off. I really do think he has a chance. But, you know, if I have to pick a prediction, and I would say I think Williams will win a split unanimous. I think if it goes to decision, I do think Williams wins a unanimous decision if it goes to decision. You know, and I'm not talking about how it's going to be favored with the judges or anything like that. I'm just, you know, if it's a true, honest fight, I do think if it goes to decision, it will be a unanimous decision for Paul Williams. But I also do think that Cintron can knock Paul Williams out. I really do think that can happen. But anyway, my prediction is Paul Williams wins by unanimous decision. Let me get out, and I got to keep watching this game, man. LeBron James got to do a thing.